We've gathered 5 people together who are all very fresh from attending the Eos programme, and the hope is that you'll be able to listen to some of their stories, hear some of their insights into it, and just be able to get yourself a little bit of a flavour about what to expect when you actually attend an Eos programme.
It was run by women, for women, and I think it was a certain point in my life where I thought I need to do something about the way I'm feeling or what I'm doing. If not, my own small business I'd started was probably not going to continue, and I'd go back to doing what I was doing, and I didn't really want to do that.
And it came at a time in my life when I was feeling quite slightly down and a bit worried about things, and it just looked like a really perfect timing kind of opportunity, really.
It summed up a lot of things that I believed in, and I was eager to find out more, to continue that train of thought.
I've always wanted to, I don't like the word improve myself as such, but find new angles, I think. I come from the northeast, which you might know from the accent, and we have a word up there which is canny, which tends to mean just finding a way to do things which maybe isn't the obvious way. And I just had the sense from talking with Jenny that both the Winning Edge and Eos just had something different about it that would just bring something extra to the sort of general personal development type things that I'd been exposed to previously.
So for me, what appealed to me about this programme was the fact that it was specifically for women. I felt that that would be a really positive environment to be in with a group of like-minded women.
It was a free taster day, and I turned up for a couple of hours, and that was run by Jenny and Donna, and there was such energy that they produced, and what they said made sense. And I came out of it, and something happened, and I thought I could either go my normal route of what I always do and end up with the same result, or I could do something different. And I did something different, and I got different results, which are an awful lot better. And I thought, there really is something in this, it works. And I thought, yeah, I'll give it a go.
Well, I found the whole programme quite enlightening. See, none of it's rocket science. It's stuff that I already know, but it just builds on it. But working with a group of other like-minded women, exploring some of the ideas in a bit more depth, I feel that it has made a difference in the way that I think, the way I act, and the way that I live my life.
I found the programme even better than I thought it would be. It was a combination of the content, which was very well thought through and clearly well researched and put together, but it was also the people that were on the programme, so you seem to get benefits from a range of different places.
I went there on the first day not really knowing what to expect, and I found that I met a room full of really amazing, lovely ladies, and they were all really supportive, and I felt comfortable that we could all talk about whatever we wanted to talk about, and everybody just nodded and smiled and was nice about it.
And the day was a mixture of listening, interactive activities where you paired up with somebody and shared your thoughts with them, and they shared their thoughts with you, and then actually some sort of quite reflective time for yourself. So it was a good balance of activities within the day.
It's challenging, it was hard work. It's not something you go into, you come out at the end of it and you think, oh, I just sat there for a day and did nothing. It makes you work hard, it makes you think. It makes you think about yourself, what you do and what you believe as well.
So much of it is common sense and stuff that I could probably think of myself, but almost you need somebody to point it out to you, and then you go, oh yeah, of course, yeah. And I've had a much more positive outlook since I've done it. I've thought about why I'm acting in certain ways, or why I'm thinking in certain ways, and do I really need to be thinking like that? Probably not. And yeah, it's just really making me feel good and happy.
One of the huge things I got out of it was something called Everything's Like a Neutral Event. I was driving along a motorway a couple of months ago, and it was a really wet day, pouring down with rain. I was in the small car on my own, on the inside lane, because I couldn't go any faster. It was too wet. Little sports car there, I was driving along, and all these big lorries were overtaking, and it was really scary. I couldn't see where I was going, I couldn't see what was happening, and I started to feel really quite panicky. And I thought, hang on a minute, this is your reaction to what's actually happening. Those lorries going past are pretty neutral. It's my reaction to it. And I think that very thought calmed me down, carried along. Journey was fantastic. Put the music on, enjoyed it.
Things that in the past may well have been major problems, and I would have reacted in such a way that you're never going to get a good result from it. But I've learned to take a little bit of time to think things through and think, what result do I want, and how am I best to get that? What's the best course of action to get the result I want? And this is actually, you know, I can give all credit to Eos for helping me to do that.
One of the things that I really took out of the course and reminded me about was the fact that we all have a choice, and that's something that I come back to a lot of times in a day, when something's happening that perhaps is not exactly as I would like it to go. I'll remind myself that I've got a choice in how I respond to that.
And even when I'm giving advice to my friends now, I can do it from a EOS perspective, and I say, oh, this is just like that thing I did in that course that I did. And I say, if you just think about it like this, or put this perspective on it, and then you just kind of go, oh yeah, obviously, of course. But it's just having somebody to give you the ability to reframe your thoughts like that is really clever.
On a day-to-day basis, using EOS, it makes me stop and think. It makes me think I'm more in control of what I'm doing. And also, if I'm halfway through doing something and everything's spiralling a bit out of control, like it does in life, it's given me the ability to stop and bring things back.
Professionally, EOS has definitely helped me. I've got more perspective on what I want to do. I've got more ambition for what I want to do. I have looked at the things that I'm doing and understanding whether I'm doing them because I want to or because somebody else wants to do them. I've had the drive and stuff to continue with my own business, which is now really starting to boom, which is very exciting. And I do feel a little bit unstoppable, which is great.
The way we think is so important, because none of us, or very few of us, take the time to actually sit and think about that. And it can reveal a lot about ourselves and how we can gain so much more from the lives that we live.